Hello, I'm Ian Murphy and I'll be a freshman next year.
Hi, I'm Gus. I'll be a sophomore next year.
Hi, I'm Catherine and I'll be a junior next year.
Hi, I'm Alessandro and I'll be a sophomore next year.
Hi, I'm Joshua and I'll be a junior next year.
I'm Daniel and I'll be a junior next year.
I'm Ryan and I'll be a junior next year.
Okay, so you guys are all part of the academic exploration. Why don't you guys tell us what you did in 5 days?
We built this.
This whole thing right here.
You built this whole room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explain the process. How did you do it?
First,
2x4s and we framed the whole house and then raised it up.
like how the Amish do, where you build it on the ground and then you use like a pulley system to raise it up.
And the pulley systems are arms.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because it was small enough.
So after you had the walls framed, what was there anything in particular you needed to know about framing? What's important when you frame a room?
It has to be plumb and square
And flush.
and true.
What do those things mean?
Everything's at like right angles and
It's going like
Be all
straight up.
straight
it's like
down.
yeah.
Level
And it's all like smooth, like you can't have like bumps or
Parallel to the
raises or
vertical.
low points when you're connecting the pieces of wood.
Supposed to build, we're going to build according to code. We're going to build a room with one door wall, one window wall, one blank wall. We're going to wire it according to code. We're going to drywall it, time given, if we're all good at what we do. On Friday we'll paint and trim and we'll have a room. So again, I'm going to try and keep the plate flat and even. I'm not going to try and pull at the saw. I'm going to respect where my cord is. I'm going to make sure I have enough room, I have enough everything. Start my saw before I go in the material, right? I'm not going to push it up against it and then start the saw. It'll kick back, or the wood will splinter, or any bad thing can happen. The reason it's not going to fire is there is a pressure trigger on the end of this. And until it's depressed, it will not fire. But once it's depressed, now it will fire. If I fire right now, it will fire. So which is why you have to be really careful.
then we had electrical. We drilled
Okay.
the electrical holes so that way when we put the drywall up, we didn't have to like drill through the drywall to like make it all good. So we just had it all ready.
What kind of considerations did you have to make to install the electrical?
Well, the electrical, basically, before we raised the walls, we had to drill holes in certain, like, predetermined areas. That way, once it was all raised, we could put wires through the holes into the wall.
And we also had to figure out, since the electricity is going to two outlets, or outlets and a light switch, so like you have to have it go up to one area and then also come back down through there. So you had to wire it not just to like one thing.
And what kind of wire did you guys use?
Romex.
What is Romex?
Wire.
And no, it has 3 wires in it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
one's a ground,
The ground wire.
Ground,
Ground.
one's
white, and the other
Hot.
one's black.
And neutral.
Sounds about right.
Black is hot, white is neutral. If this were a 14/3, there'd be a red wire coming out. And the reason they use that is sometimes they'll be doing more complex wiring where there's switchbacks and things like that, which will have 2 hots. That'll be black and red. White is always neutral. The unshielded one is always the ground. The ground is very, 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 very important.
Drywall.
You guys don't seem terribly happy about
I
the
know, it's like your
drywall.
favorite part. Drywall.
What was interesting to note about the drywall?
It
was very
crumbled
messy,
really
too.
easily.
and it took forever to do and like
And it
all
broke
the patches.
chalk.
And it's like thicker in the middle. It like what's it called? It kind of
It
bevels
bevels
off
in,
at the
At
end.
the side.
And that's because when you're connecting them, you're gonna put plaster where the drywall meets to make it nice and flat.
So that means our 4-footer, because we are smart, our 4-footer is going to fall right in the middle of this step. Because we designed. Putting it in and taking it off. Now you see how that, I'm still catching the screw? So that screw's a little proud. Right? What we want is this one. See, it's gone. See that? You see how I'm still seeing the screw? So that tells us that screw has to be deeper, right? We're not trying to remove the material. The material was put here. We like it here. We're happy it's here. All we're doing is making it smooth and knock down our little bumps, our little grooves. So really, all I'm doing is that. Done. Like that, all right? I mean, you want just a sheen over it. We're using so little material to cover it, and it shouldn't take anything at all. And then what'd you guys do?
We
And
made
then
it.
Well, we made
all
the little
doors and trimming.
trim
trimming.
and
Trim.
and
baseboard.
painted the
or
doors
the
and
crab
all
In here, and you'll notice there's all these little, come on up here, you'll notice there's these little grooves, right, that make angles. The most common one is a 90 degree. This will cut it perpendicular, cut a 90 degree angle. Here's your 45 degree angle.
Here, can someone hold this? I don't want it to drop. Yeah, this stuff. You got it? Yeah.
Then we sanded it, or we painted it.
No.
No, we
Sanded
sanded
and then
it
primed.
and then primed it
then
With
painted
the-
it.
What's the purpose of priming?
So
the
the
paint
paint
sticks.
sticks. So it's
so it doesn't
Yeah.
start peeling.
Yeah. Basically an adhesive to the wood.
And then-
Okay. Mark, grab your sandpaper, help him out. You're just knocking this down a little. Not only where it's white, but wherever you feel, you know, fuzz from the thing.
Yeah.
We're just knocking down the wall. Use some sandpaper. Now you can use some 20. Now we want to take it slow. We want to be careful, we want to be meticulous, and we want to use the brush as a tool. We're not just slapping it on, okay? So
Then we also did the floor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about the flooring. What kind of flooring is that?
It's linoleum.
Laminate.
No, it's not.
Laminate.
Linoleum.
So tell me about installing laminate floor. It looks pretty good. How's that? How do you install laminate floor?
It snaps
It's
on.
connected. Yeah, you just snap
Snaps on one another.
all together.
Like Legos.
It's got like
Building
little
blocks.
grooves in it, like on the ends, and they just fit together like Lego pieces.
Okay, so what did you guys find, what did you learn from doing this project?
A lot.
How to use tools.
You
Yeah,
guys-
How to use
all the, like the
chop saw, the skill saw,
Hammer
how
nails.
to use like
Yeah.
sandpaper, how to paint, how to
Install
use the
electrical.
table saw safely.
Install a window.
Yeah.
The window was fun.
Does it work?
Yeah,
Yeah, we can see through it.
and it opens.
Works perfectly.
Wow.
That way we can get the fresh air from the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that you'll build something now? Do you think you'll
Yeah.
do a project of
That's
your own?
pretty dangerous.
I'm actually planning on building a tree house using the skills that I learned in this class.
That'd be fun.
Cool. I'm building my own.
I can
You're
get
gonna build a room?
I'll build a tree
Yeah,
house.
I am.
Excellent.
Build a tree first.
Yeah.
Build a
So
tree,
I
build a
hired
house.
my sister.
What was surprising?
I'm a master at hammering nails.
You are actually very good at hammering nails. I was surprised.
I was surprised at how fast like everything came together. I would think that it would take a longer time to build something like this.
I was surprised at the amount of detail we had to pay attention to.
I think it was like interesting to see everything come together.
Great job, guys.
I think